Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to day 94 of Vibe Coding an App Until I Make $1 million. Today, we are going to be working on View Creator. As you can see here, I have some goals listed up already. But something big that we're going to be focused on today is our LinkedIn integration. As you guys know, a goal that we have is that we are trying to launch View Creator 2.0, which is our full stack integration where we have AI tools for content creation and content scheduling and posting that are all in one, hooked up to different social media APIs like TikTok, Instagram, Meta, X, YouTube, and then we're also going to add LinkedIn. We already have all of those right now except for TikTok and LinkedIn. So today we're going to be working on the LinkedIn integration. And as you guys know, yesterday, I actually did a little bit of a build challenge yesterday. We were working on Vibe Academy to see how far we could get in a singular 3-hour block of building with the tools and the knowledge that we've obtained over the past 94 days. And I had mixed opinions about how this went. You know, I would say that if anything, what this did is it actually showed me how far along and how much progress we've truly made with View Creator. Because, you know, for example, with View Creator, we've been working on it now this is 74 days now of working on View Creator, and we've built so much in 74 days. And something that I actually have written up on the board today that I want to talk about and get to is, you know, you have to stay in the arena for long enough to be able to see your vision through, right? And with View Creator, that's what we have. We have a long-term vision that we believe in and that we're working towards. We want to build an all-in-one platform that's on the cutting edge of this artificial intelligence revolution in the area of content creation. Because I do believe, like we were going over in our marketing stream yesterday, we were actually going over and using View Creator to be able to create content, and you could see how good this will get. Like right now, there's a lot of limitations in the content creation sphere, but this is going to get incredibly better. I think that in the future, people are going to be creating marketing campaigns using AI, and there needs to be a platform that integrates with some of the best tools so that people can create that content, create those campaigns, and also post them. NS, what's up? How's it going? NS was first today. Blocker Taz, how's it going? What's up? I'm going to drop a link in the Discord real quick, and then we're going to get started. But I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today's going to be a great day. With that being said, I'm going to drop the link in. All right, let's go. All right, so with that being said, our goals for today, what are they? Let's check them out. So we have the LinkedIn integration, which is big. We also have our SSE bugs. While I was using View Creator yesterday, there were a couple things that I noticed where it was just a little bit off. And it's off in the context of we have the server-side events sending, but I'm having to hard refresh on a lot of different things, and it can be a little bit burdensome. Blocker Taz, the TikTok update, I did check this morning. We're still waiting to hear back from TikTok. We're still waiting to hear back. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I think Brother Codes said that it should take about 3 to 4 weeks, which is like, oh wow, that's a long time, right? Which is a little bit discouraging, but at the same time, you know, that's what we're expecting is about 3 to 4 weeks, and we will get this sorted out. We will hear back from them, and it could be good, right? Or it could be bad. We could end up getting let down, which is we're gonna have to be okay with that, right? Mike, how's it going? But let's lower the desk down, and let's get started for the day. And today's gonna be a good one, guys. We're gonna make today a great day. Let's go. All right. All right, let's get it. All right, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to spin up. Yeah, happy Friday, Mr. Mike. How's it going? Happy Friday. So I want to look up the LinkedIn integration and see like, hey, how hard is this to actually integrate with? And you know what's interesting is that I've found that Google Gemini is probably now my go-to for AI stuff. I think that with its writing capabilities, with its search capabilities, that ChatGPT is a little bit on the way out. You know, I've been using ChatGPT lately, and it's just fallen behind. You know, you saw the Code Red thing from Sam Altman. I think that they're falling behind. They're going to have to do something dramatic to be able to catch back up. But let's use Nano Banana here, or not Nano Banana, Gemini, and let's drop this in. I need you to do complete in-depth research and identify how I can use the LinkedIn API in order to connect and build around their API so that with View Creator, I'm able to connect with their API so that I can post from View Creator to LinkedIn. And you know what? You know what's actually better for this is it would be better to use Cursor for this. I just realized. Yeah, it's going to be better to use Cursor for this. So here we are. Let's use Composer 1. Yeah, Composer 1 will be fine. But what's up, chat? How's it going? Linux said we vibing. Hope everyone is well out there. Thank you, Linux. Ashton, how's it going? Welcome. But yeah, how's everybody's Friday going? Linux, thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. I see you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. But guys, just as a reminder, this weekend we've got a lot going on. This weekend, NS is coming to town. Tomorrow's stream is going to be pretty awesome. Let's get everything running, though. Let's CD into View Creator. View Creator UI. CD into View Creator, Creator UI. But I want to show you guys like an interesting issue that I'm getting with that SSE issue. And what's a little bit frustrating is that, hey, we did have a working solution, and then after we changed over to SSE, SSE works, but it's not like live. It's not, like, for example, with polling, the reason that we had to transition away from polling is because with polling, what we ran into is we were making too many requests, right? We were just making way too many requests. But then when we switched over to server-sent events, then what ended up happening is it ended up, now it's no longer updating live at all, right? I have to do a hard refresh, and we need to take a look at that because, yeah, that's not good, right? That's not good. We don't want users should not have to be hard refreshing in order to you know, get an event back like a job, right? So that actually, you know, even though we solved our rate limiting issue, it also hurt. Elcioso, how's it going? Yeah, long time no see. My day's going good so far. Rick, thank you, appreciate it. TR said, how do I upload an app I made with Cursor on Windows to the App Store? Yeah, so I mean, it depends on what framework you're using for your app. Like if you're using Expo, Expo makes it really easy. Expo is actually super, super nice. That's what I have experience in, is using Expo for that. But yeah, I mean, there's different ways to do that, right? So it just depends on how you built your app. If you did use Expo, it is very easy because you just use Expo to be able to run those builds and everything that you're doing, which is really nice. Hey Sean, how's it going? It's going good today. We're gonna make a ton of progress today, guys. We're gonna actually, today, we're gonna be working on our LinkedIn API integration so that people can post to LinkedIn from View Creator. You know, I think that people have been asking for it, so we're going to integrate it. We are still waiting to hear back from TikTok. You know, back to Brother Code's point, I think that he said, hey, it's going to take about 3 to 4 weeks, which, you know, we could wait 3 to 4 weeks, then we could end up getting rejected, which will be heartbreaking, but at the same time, we'll just adjust as it's needed and we'll fix that. But chat, how are you guys doing today? Happy Friday. What's everybody up to? Blocker said, Bridgemind is on my YouTube recap. Your channel is my top in my recap. Crazy. Let's go, man. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Elsie also said, I'm using Claude Opus 4.5 the past few days, and it literally created over 103,000 lines of quality code in 3 days. That's insane. Yeah, it is really insane. So we just had this plan back. So here's the LinkedIn research, and this is from Composer 1. So yeah, so this is from Composer 1. We're going to have to create a LinkedIn developer account. So you can see developer.linkedin right here. So let's go to developer.linkedin and let's just sign up for a LinkedIn account right away, because that way we can get our keys and begin testing. I do have a LinkedIn. I'm not really a LinkedIn person. Let me go to LinkedIn real quick. I believe that I do have an account. Oh, this is for business. Hold on. Here we go. Jesse, how's it going? What's up, man? But yeah, here's my LinkedIn. I've got 7 connections. Don't really use it. But I do have a Bridgemind page. So there is a Bridgemind page. And let's see here. So yeah, so here's like the Bridgemind page. I don't think I have any, I don't have any content on it. I really don't use it. So Jose, what's up, man? Yeah, he said grinding per usual. Let's go, man. And Ansu said, what are you building? Yeah, so for those of you that are new here, we're building View Creator, which has over 1,000 users. We're doing like an open beta soft launch. And what this platform is, it's an all-in-one platform where content creators and brands and anybody that's managing social media accounts, potentially clipping people, anybody like that's managing social media accounts can use this platform to enhance their social media presence because we integrate with some of the best AI models. Kevin Newman over on Twitch, what's up, man? How's it going? Good to see you again. We integrate with some of the best AI models so that you can actually create content using AI, and that looks like all sorts of different things, right? So, for example, if we go over to View Creator here, we have an AI clipping agent that I'll show you right here, and let's actually, because it's up on the board, what I want to do is I want to put out a bunch of clips, and I want to just take like one of my recent YouTube videos and clip that up and see like, hey, let's clip a recent video and see how it does. So here's like that video on, Claude Opus 4.5, and let's toss this into this here. So it's going to calculate the cost. It costs 3 credits per minute of, so this is going to cost 48 credits. I've got 383 credits. So let's do 5 clips, and then we'll do medium from 30 to 60 seconds, and then we'll use this neon pop, and then I'll give it some instructions. I'll say, I want you to create clips that are related to the AI model Claude Opus 4.5. So we're going to kind of target that keyword anytime that's being talked about. So let's drop that job in. This is like a 22-minute long video, so it could take maybe like 15 to 20 minutes to actually process all these clips. Probably less, but we'll see. But here's my LinkedIn account. Chat, Jesse, how's it going? It's all going good, brother. Let's go, man. Prince said, hello, everyone. How's everything going with you so far? It's going good, Prince. B. Zimmy said, how is View Creator coming along? It's going good. Yeah, so today we're going to be working on, as you can see here, we have the LinkedIn developer. So today we're going to be actually creating an app. You can see it's really easy. So create app, I can create a LinkedIn app, and we're going to be going through this process so that we can actually start to create content and put it out on LinkedIn. So this is going to be an added integration. So for example, if I go to Connect Socials, we're currently integrated successfully in production with YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X, but we are missing TikTok. It's currently pending verification, and then we're also going to add LinkedIn to the lineup, okay? Yeah, Anzu, for real. DSAD Drew, what's up? How's it going? Postgres versus Supabase. I mean, Supabase is Postgres. It's just that Supabase is like its own platform. I think that a lot of people, though, are using Supabase just because, like, in the way that I see it, Supabase is almost like the MongoDB of Postgres. Like they have a platform, and actually probably a little bit even more so, but yeah, I mean, it's just another platform that you can develop on, and you can even have Supabase be your database and your API, and it makes it really easy. But personally, I don't have a ton of experience with Supabase, but let's see, like, what I want to do is I'm going to clip there, but then we're also going to just go through and do create app, right? So enter app name. So we're going to do View Creator, and I'm just going to have this actually help me walk through. So what's really nice is, for example, if you're using Cursor, I am going through the process of creating this app now. As you can see here, give me the content to put in each field. So we're just going to have Composer 1 actually help us create this app, and then it will always have the context of the conversation. Prince, thank you. I appreciate it. Mohammed said, are you making a social platform manager dashboard kind of app? Yep. And it's already published. We have over 1,000 users. And we do have 16 total users on the platform that are paying subscribers. So, not a ton, but that's the thing, is it's like kind of like what I mentioned about, hey, just staying in the arena and being able to have the longevity to work and make progress and show up every day. It's very, very important that we do that. So let's see here. So we can select a LinkedIn page. Is that a thing? So LinkedIn page. So enter your company's LinkedIn page. Okay. So verification can be done by a page admin. Please note this cannot be a member profile. Okay, so we're gonna drop in this page then. So how do this is how I know about view as admin. Okay, so can I go to the, is it just this here? Okay, let's launch an incognito and drop this in. What's up, chat? How's it going? If you guys are just tuning in, make sure that you like and subscribe. We're going to be making a lot of progress today. Okay, so it's this here. So right now we're working on a LinkedIn integration, and we're actually going to be able to integrate this very, very quickly. So I just passed that in. Now for the privacy policy URL, I mean, we already have that. If we just go to View Creator and scroll all the way down here, we can grab that. So let's paste that in, and then we'll upload the logo. Let's go to Canva and grab that. 7cm said, just tried anti-gravity and it feels so clunky. Yeah, I mean, anti-gravity is in what I would call like their beta phase. You know, they released an MVP. They acquired, here, let's see here. Should I compress that? No. They acquired Windsurf, and, you know, hey, they took on the Windsurf founder, and, you know, that's their beta, right? Okay, must be at least 100 pixels. Okay, so we do have to change that. What's it suggested to be? Let's see. Must be at least 100 pixels. Okay, so we do have to change this. What does it need to be? Is this one 100 pixels? Let's see. So download this one. I'm 23. Yusuf said, hey guys, I saw that we are using Kling 2.6 now. It's too perfect to be true, especially since I use optimized prompt. I get 10-second movie clips. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, we were trying. So right now, Kling, we are not using Kling inside of View Creator. We don't use Kling in View Creator. Is it that easy to create an app? Oh, wow. Okay. So that's actually how easy it is to create an app on LinkedIn. So as you can see here, we just created this. And now we'll be able to integrate with this. And you know, something that I was actually thinking recently, guys, is, you know, with these APIs, not only can you integrate with what we've done, right? Like, all of these APIs, you also have the ability to do things like ads. So, you know, we could end up going even a step further and saying, hey, you can now not only post organic posts, but you can also manage your advertisements from View Creator. That was just an idea that I had. I don't know what you guys think about it, but yeah, so Blocker just made a really good point about Supabase. So, you know, you do have that MCP, so it can be more friendly for vibe coding. So amplify your content by sharing a link. Okay, so here's the available product. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of this and drop it into Cursor so that it has all the URL. I can just copy and paste it as well. So here's the available products, and we'll drop this in. Here are the available products. Which ones should I select? Also, chat, who wants to hit some push-ups, guys? W's in the chat if you guys want to hit some push-ups. All right, it's W in the chat if you want to hit push-ups, and then 2 W's, WW, if you want to hit some pull-ups. Okay, something that I also want to try. Let's see where our clips are at. Are they already processed? Let's see. So let's go back to AI Clipping Agent. See if those clips are now done. All right, so these are still processing. And like I said, that can take from 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, Cursor has, I think Cursor has web searching. It's that you no longer drop in at. Rick said WW. Okay, so let's go over to X. And something that I want to do is I want to connect my X account. So I'm going to go over to Connect Socials, and I'm going to go here. And we're going to authorize. And so we're now connected with BridgeMind here. And what I want to do now is I want to go to Create. And I'm going to publish a post. So you can create X posts using View Creator. And what I want to do is I literally want to just take a screenshot of what we're doing here. I want to zoom all the way out. And I'm just going to take a screenshot. There we go. This is sick. All right, so I'm now going to airdrop this, and we're going to post this. All right, we're going to post this. Oh, it's a HIC. I don't think we can do that. All right, let's convert it to a PNG. How is it expensive? Is it to run this app with all the APIs you have integrated? Not expensive, because like with these APIs, the only API that actually costs money is the X API. Everything else is free. So that's why they have, for example, with the X API, you have to pay $200 a month, or, and we're actually going to be taking a look at this today, or you can use like pay as you go. And you know, it's interesting because, hey, with X, it's nice because you can immediately start posting. Okay, so here's my post, and then I'm going to say post copy. So I'm going to not use AI for this. I'm going to say day 94 of vibe coding an app until I make $1 million. And I'm gonna do current revenue. What is it? 1,846. And I'm gonna literally drop viewcreator.ai. All right, so I did change a couple things up, so I just wanna make sure I can still publish this. Let's see. All right, posted. So let's go over to X now and see what that looks like over on X. Let's go over here. There it goes. Okay, so an issue that I'm having is that it is not... You guys see how it's not posting? And I remember when we changed this up. Here's the post if you guys want to go check that out. That's the post that I just did. You could integrate a converter right into the upload image, drop, or automatically do it. Yeah, that's true. Potabiz, what's up? Appearam, how's it going? Carter, what do you mean? Alright, do you guys want the vibe goggles? All right, hold up. We gotta get this lo-fi chill music off. Hold up, let's get the classical trap on. Let's hit some push-ups and pull-ups, guys. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. But we gotta hit some push-ups and pull-ups, guys. What's going on here? Let me turn the music up. All right, let's go, chat. W's in the chat. I mean, this is beautiful, right? How do I write the blog? I use AI to write the blog. All right, let's go, guys. Go, chat. Let's go! Alright, that was fire. Oh my gosh. Alright, W's in the chat. W's in the chat, guys. Alright. Hold up. Alright, let's keep going with the classical trap. Alright, let's lock in. Hold up here. All right, you know it's gonna be good when this is the what it looks like. Let's go. NS, let's go. All right. So why is this not posting? What is up with this? All right. Also, okay. So for our X developer account, here is an issue that we have. Okay. It's not posting images. What's going on here? Do an in-depth review of the X integration. Right now, I'm using the $200 X plan that costs $200 per month for X. Hold on, there's another integration that we could potentially do. Hold up, I want to find it. All right, it's this here. Have you guys seen this? Do you guys know what this is? All right, hold up. All right, let's get some better focus music on. This music's hard to focus to. Hold on, we gotta all lock in. All right, hold on, there we go. All right, so do you guys see what this is? So what this is this is the developer console for X, where there's no fixed monthly cost or monthly caps, but it's consumption-based billing. Okay? So if I go to pricing, here's what it looks like. So for a post read, it is kind of expensive. It's like, hey, you're talking about half a penny for a post read, right? And then a post create, it does cost like a penny, right? But hey, when you compare that with what we currently pay, if I go to X developer, right? I'll kind of show you guys what it's at right now. Offer John said, sorry, I'm at workout again because of you. Let's go, man. So if we go over to the X developer platform, I just want to show you guys kind of how this works. Well, I do have to log in. Oh, shoot. It looks like I'm not, hold on, I'm actually not signed in. Okay, so you guys see the prices here? It's different. Yeah, the X developer pricing is ridiculous. So, but the thing is if we have the $200 plan, you know, hey, that means that we get what? $200, so what, 20,000 posts? You know, we're not doing 20,000 posts here. So you can literally adjust this as you need. I guess it really is insane. Creating user interactions, DM interaction, but like content posts or media charged per request. I mean, this is kind of interesting. Because right now we're just paying $200 a month flat, and we get like an certain amount of usability, right? Miha said, is it possible to create, pay 50% of payments directly, transfer to API from Stripe? You're gonna have to elaborate on your question. I don't understand what you mean. So can we sign in? Is this request access to the pilot? So this is like new. So hold on here. So apply to join X API, pay per pricing pilot. A small group of selected developers will receive a $500 voucher to test, provide feedback, and shape the future of the X API. So I can just, can I sign in or no? I don't think I can sign in because I have to literally request for it. So this is interesting, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it's what we need. Because right now what we have is fine. More so the issue is that, hey, we don't have the ability to post images. We messed something up. So we're going to have to take a look at this. Do an in-depth review of our X integration. Currently, I'm unable to actually post any media, meaning images that I attach, I'm unable to post. Review this and identify why. And then I'm going to do the @ViewCreator API. Because I remember when I did change some things around. Where is the documentation for X? X developer documentation. Let's find it. PNK Sounds, what's up? All right. Okay, so like here, subscribe to Pro Access. I already have this, but new parameters and so yeah. So how to use fields. So don't miss it. Okay, let's do some perplexity research right here first. So I need you to review in depth the X API developer documentation. So it is V2 for the V2 API. After you review the documentation, tell me, am I able to post videos and images using the V2 API? Okay, let's go here. Okay, so another thing, so don't forget, we are doing this, so it says products you don't need. So it says optional product. Okay, which products we need? So it says share on LinkedIn, default tier, so request access. So it wants us to request access for the share on LinkedIn. So as you guys know, we are integrating with LinkedIn today. So that is, where even is that, where we were doing that? I think it's over here. So LinkedIn, it's right here. So we have to request access for the share on LinkedIn. So let's request access. Added products. The product has been provisioned to your application. Okay. Great work. Now review this. We have added this product to the application. Now what? All right, let's go back to the those clips. Are those clips done building yet? Let's see. Okay, so here are the clips that we got. So guys, so here are the clips that we have. All right, let's see how they look. Look at this, and we look at what they were able to do. They were able to produce a more intelligent model for a third of the price. And that is very, very impressive in terms of where this stack manage on. Okay, this is a work in progress. This is a work in progress that we were struggling with and actually build this agent. So I think we're gonna have to roll back to a better. Do you guys see this? What were we? I think we're gonna have to roll back to a previous commit. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna have to roll this back because we changed a couple things on the layout switching, right? But in doing so, we actually impacted the functionality negatively. So I think we're gonna have to change this back. Yeah, we're gonna have to change this back. We're gonna have to roll it back because this does not look good anymore. That's a little bit frustrating, to be honest. Okay, so we can get the secret from the auth tab, but it looks like this is already ready. So add these redirect URIs. So we're gonna have to add these. So LinkedIn callback. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do a couple things in the LinkedIn developer to get this going. Let's go over here. Also, where's Perplexity at with that request? So yes, you can post videos and images using the X API, V2 API through the attachments mechanism and statements. The Experience API specification includes robust support for associating media files with learning statements. So attachment architecture. So the X API V2 handles media files through attachments property of a statement object. This design allows you to associate videos, images, documents, and other binary files with learning activity records. So direct file inclusion, file reference. I need you to actually review the V2 documentation and then write a handoff prompt to another AI that's working in the database, or sorry, working in the code base to be able to understand what needs to be updated in the approach that we need to take to make sure that we're able to properly attach images and videos to our X posts via the API. So what we're working on right now is we have a couple different issues. So one issue that we're working on is we are making it so that we can actually post photos and videos. So if I go to my X account, we just found like, hey, we're just having a hard time posting images and videos through here. So we're going to have to fix that. We're going to have to figure that out. And then we're also going to have to work on our LinkedIn integration. So that's another thing that we're going to be working on, that we're going to be fixing. and getting working is this LinkedIn integration. So Super Combo said the X API v2 offers at least the same features and possibly more. In addition, v2 is faster and more robust and better than v1. Yeah, I mean, there are certain things that are a little bit odd about this integration and how it's set up. One of them being like, hey, with v2, it's a little bit different in terms of how it actually handles like authentication. So I'll just give you an example. Like one issue that we have, and I just whipped out my MacBook because we're gonna be taking a look at this as well. But one difference that it has is it has a weird, I just connected, hold on, I have to disconnect here. I'll get the music back on, hold on. One difference that it does have is it has a difference in the way that it does OAuth, which I'm not really sure if I necessarily like. So in V1, you're able to do something where it's like force reauth is what it's called. And we're gonna actually explore that today because it is an issue that we have with our current setup, is that we're having a hard time forcing reauth, if that makes sense. So we need to make sure that we come up with a better approach for reauth so that when we're connecting a user's account that it doesn't keep, that they can actually log in again. But let's see this. So this here, handoff prompt complete. Where is that handoff prompt? The document is ready. Where is it? Try again, create the MD file. Max, how's it going? Also, if you guys are watching, have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We just hit 10,300 subs. Appreciate all the support, guys. And if you have not already joined our Discord community, I want to give a quick shout out to new members that have joined today and yesterday. If I haven't already shouted you out, I'm going to give you a chance to read out your name here. Really appreciate you guys for joining the community. That's where we kind of hang out and get to know each other and talk. So shout out to Muad, Grizzle, Noel, Scott now, and Taborda. Welcome to the community, guys. I'm happy that you're here. Also, just as a reminder, tomorrow is going to be a big day. Tomorrow we're having basically like for day 95, we're celebrating 10,000 subscribers. NS is coming into town. He's actually going to make an appearance on stream. So if you guys know NS was the first member of our community. He was the first person to join the Discord. He's an old friend of mine, and he's actually already made an appearance on day 6, but he's going to be making another appearance today. So here's that. So here's the MD file, and we want to drop this in. So I'm going to download his markdown, and I'm now going to drop that into this agent here. If you review this, this should have enough information for you being able to update it so that we can attach videos and images respectively when we're doing posts. Review this in depth and identify what's happening, and then update the code so that we can properly upload images and videos to our expos. NS is in the chat. What's up, NS? He said it's going to be bigger than anything. All right, so let's do an alter think. Let's see here. Mammoth said vibe coding, often hard code stuff over smarter code. Jose said that he needs NS to take him to the moon with him. Yeah, let's go. That's funny. All right. So that's fixing there. All right, so we should be able to do OAuth here. And we're now going to, okay, LinkedIn API integration research. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're actually going to update this. Make sure that the LinkedIn API integration research MD file is up to date with the most recent information, and update it with the information that you saw from the screenshots that I provided. Rocket doors are open. Let's go, NS. Okay, so guys, we're gonna be using Claude Code, and we're gonna be using Opus for this, and I think that's gonna be good. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Rocket doors are open. All right, so we're going to be using Opus. But one thing that I want to show you guys, so as you guys know, if we pull up LM Arena, I just want to show you guys something really, really interesting. So it's really important that you guys stay up to date with LM Arena. This is probably one of the best LM ranking platforms that there are. And if you look like at the leaderboard, it's important that you guys review this from time to time just so that you are aware of like what models are doing the best. So web dev, it's Opus 4.5. And this is interesting because like if you guys know about the OpenAI Code Red situation where Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, was basically like, hey, these competitors just absolutely like overtook us. It's because of this. I mean, look at Opus 4.5, and then you compare that to GPT-5, and then they had this GPT-5.1, which they, said was a good update, and like GPT-5.1 is actually doing worse than GPT-5, which is really, really interesting. But, and then on text, Gemini 3 Pro is at the top. Grok 4.1 thinking is up there on writing. But really, really interesting. Oh shoot, I'm getting a call. Man, you guys know like when somebody just keeps on calling you and like you try not to pick up and like you don't really like that person that much, but they just keep calling you. So frustrating. But yeah, I mean, GPT-5 has really, really fallen behind. I don't know what Sam Altman's been doing, but whatever he's been doing, it's just not been doing a good job because they're falling way behind. Look at how good Claude 4.5 Opus is now, and that's why I don't use GPT 5.1 a lot. But it's like, oh man, I'm getting another call, guys. I'm getting like spam called right now. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to take this, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna mute so I can have a. Hold on, I need to take this, guys. This person's spam calling me. Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic. Hold on, guys. Oh, I'm gonna mute my mic. Hey, what do you want? What? You're watching the stream? I know. Yes, I'm using Claude Code. No, I didn't say that. I did not, no. Here's all I'm saying, all right? Here's all I'm saying. I was just showing them LM Arena. I know, Sam. I know. Listen, Sam. No. I'm not going to take your money. What? You'll give me the mill? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Listen. What? You'll take care of me if I don't do it. What? Hold on. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Okay, I understand. Fine. All right, guys, sorry about that. I had to take a call. So something that I really want to do on this stream is, as you guys know, Cursor recently released the new GPT 5.1 Max model inside of Cursor. So if we go over to models, there's actually currently a promo for the GPT 5.1 Codex Max. Have you guys seen this? So this is a GPT 5.1 Codex model, and they're actually offering it for free right now. So I actually want to give this a try today. If I go over to X and I pull up Claude Code or Cursor, I think that they're offering this for free right now. So that was somebody I know. Keep spam calling me. Okay, so yeah, so there is a new model. So look at this. So the new Codex model is available in Cursor. This is something that I wanted to try out today. So if I go to this here, what model actually is it? It's this Codex Max model. So, I mean, I don't know what. Basically, they just have a bunch of nonsense about how good this model is, because as you guys know, when a company's doing good, okay, so it's this one right here. So GPT 5.1 Codex Max is the latest frontier model from GPT, from OpenAI. And yeah, so that's their latest model. And as you guys know, when you're doing really good, when you have a company that is like really leading the space and has the best AI model on the market, what you want to do there, like when trust me guys, I went to school at Purdue University for finance, and I studied like economics classes and stuff. And like, a really critical thing in economics is like when you have a ton of demand for your product, and when your product is best in class in its field, that's when you start giving away the model for free and the product for free, because like that really comes from a place of strength when you're giving away your product for free. So we're gonna try out this model today. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but yes, it is the GPT-5.1 Codex Max High model. So it's this one here, and we're gonna try this out and just give it a shot and actually see if it's able to build this LinkedIn integration. So this model is free; you won't be charged for it. But yeah, we'll give it a shot. So make sure that the file is up to date with the most recent information that I provided that you saw from the screenshot. So this model is free until like the end of the week or next week. So we're gonna take a look at it. I then need you to actually update and I'm going to drop in ViewCreator API to properly integrate the LinkedIn integration. Output the env variables that I need to add on my end. Do not touch my env file. I will do this, but just tell me which ones are needed. First, create a plan. All right, we're going to do plan first here. So we're going to do plan. Good morning, Codename. What's up? DSAD said, just use Claude Opus. Don't hinder yourself. I mean, we're going to try it. We want to give Sam a chance. He just gave me a call a minute ago. He actually said, he'd give me the mill if I use the model on stream. He said he was watching the stream. So we'll see. All right, update LinkedIn. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're going to do that. But let's pull up some of these Claude instances as well. Yeah. Fooled by Primes, what's up? PNK Sound said facilitation provides a platform for success and innovation. Yeah, probably. I mean, we'll give it a shot. Here's the plan that it made. Let's check it out. It's still working. It didn't even create to-dos, did it? I guess we're building. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's just keep going here. I need you to review. Let's use this Max model again, actually. So this is a free model. I need you to do an in-depth review of the entirety of all integrations with the SSE events or server sent events in our application. Identify all routes, functionality, and endpoints that are using SSE. All right, and we are using the new GPT-5 Codex Max High model, which is free in Cursor right now. So give it a shot, give them a chance, because like I said, when there's a model that is performing the best, that's when you give it away for free, right? I mean, basic economics, right? Just tons of demand. Data personal efficiency, we did it. Let's go. 404 Soul said, what CLI and languages are you using? I just turned into the live. Yes, we're using Cursor. We're using GPT-5.1 Codex Max High because it's free right now inside of Cursor. And then we're also using Opus 4.5, which is probably the best model in the market. All right. Okay. Great. I need you to wait. Oh no, I already did that. All right. So we should be able to do that. Let's test it locally and see what it's able to do. Let's see if we can actually make a media post here. So let's go over to just localhost and get this running. Epa over on Twitch said, is the GPT-5 Codex Max High free for the weekend? Not just the weekend, but the entire week. It's free until the 11th. So if you guys have Cursor and do have that model, I would suggest just trying it out. I'll try it out and let you guys know what I think. But yeah, I mean, it's this. It's free for the week. So GPT 5.1 Codex Max High. We're trying it out today. All right, research here. Great, but I actually now need you to update the code so that we can integrate LinkedIn properly. So I'm going to do View Creator API, and then I'm going to do View Creator Creator UI. And then I'm going to go over to the Creator UI, and I'm going to drop in the pages associated with connecting socials. So that would be if I go to SRC, and I go to App, and I can go to Dashboard, and I can go to Connect Socials here, and I can just drop this in. And then we'll do, yep, that's fine. Comprehensive SSE. So here is, let's do create a comprehensive README that documents all of the different functionality in the application that is using SSE. I don't, are they? No, I think that they're literally just, it's like they're promoting it. So DSAD said they're just collecting training data. That's why it's free. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure why they're doing it. You know, I see it from a place of weakness. You know, I think that OpenAI has really fallen behind, you know, with the whole Code Red thing. They're doing a really bad job. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Hold on. What? Okay. I get it. Okay, I won't say it anymore. I get it. You don't have to make threats. I won't say it anymore. Okay. Jeez. You're watching the stream? Okay, I get it. Okay, I won't do it anymore. What do you want me to say? Okay. Fine. All right, guys. So like I was saying, you know, this GPT-5.1 Codex Max High model is literally the best thing I've ever seen. You know, this is the best model in the world right now. You know, that's why they're giving it away for free. You know, they've made just a really, really good model. That's why they're giving it away for free, guys. So definitely, you know, ChatGPT is doing a great job. Sam Altman's doing a great job. You know, definitely recommend, you know, using this model. All right, guys, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, they're I mean, this looks decent. I will say, you know, this was a little bit faster. I'm using WhisperFlow. All right. So I will say, like, okay, so let's just try describing like our issue that we're having, right? And let's go to the playground here. And let's just, the issue that I'm having like on the playground, I'll just so I want to show you guys what's going on. Just an issue that I saw yesterday that I was like, okay, this is something that we're gonna need to fix. Is let's say that I create a image, right? And let's just do like create a highly realistic image of Earth. Let's go, chat. So this is the problem that we have, and I believe that this should have to be the same issue, but you know, there's a couple different ways that you can approach this. Oh, and it works here. What the heck? I thought I had this posted. That doesn't make sense. Wait, hold on. So if I go to View Creator, hold on, let's try this. If you guys are watching the stream and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. So let's turn this here. Create a highly realistic image of Earth. Because what I thought we were seeing yesterday is that it wasn't coming back in the... oh, that was Nana Banana Pro. It's fine. Mr. Rogers said, I'm here. Just found you yesterday. Let's go, man. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Eco said, why don't you just create an app easily with AI? What benefits do you get from coding it? That's actually like what we're doing. We're creating it with AI. Vibe coding is creating an app with AI. So this is a little bit longer, so we'll give that a second to load. All right, so let's go back here. I need you to do an in-depth review. What is happening here? Is it polling or is it doing SSE? What's going on? Yeah. All right, so as you guys can see, like here, you guys see how it's not coming back with anything? This is the issue that I'm having, because I'm pretty sure if I refresh this, yeah, you guys see how I had to do that, and then it immediately like pulled up the image. So this is great, right? A great image. So this was created using Nano Banana Pro. So really realistic image. I think it does a great job. But the issue that we're having is not related to the image quality. It's actually related to the streaming element of it. So like if I go to standard and let's just do create a high realistic image of Earth, the issue that we're having is that in production, it's not actually streaming it back. Or, I mean, that was what I was experiencing yesterday. Let's just try it out here, and it should be the same issue. Yeah. So watch this, and then if I go to history, it's gonna pop it up, right? So, I mean, this literally is able to create that image like very, very quickly. So in production, it works. Let me see, maybe the issue is that maybe we haven't actually deployed the latest code, and maybe there's some sort of issue inside of AWS. So let me make sure, because there is a difference between what's happening in AWS and then what's happening in locally. So I want to check that. Eco said, this is day 94 and you've only made $2,000 from creating websites. Do you know how to do automation? I mean, I think this is pretty typical and standard for what the process is. Like, for those of you that have followed this journey, you know, we've been working on this project since day 20. And that's the thing, is it's like, hey, this is tough. You know, what we're doing and what we're building, it's hard to do, right? And I think that people get this inflated aspect. And hey, there are some people that are like incredibly successful, and they're successful incredibly fast, or you see people on social media that are like, oh, I'm making, you know, $300,000 a year, and like I did it in like, you know, so easily, and you know, a lot of them are lying, you know. And what I hope to do with this series, and what I hope to show everyone, is that, hey, you know, this is the process, this is what goes into it, and this is what you guys should expect, and you know, this is what we're doing. But let me check. I want to see if this is actually, I'm going to go to Amplify and see if the latest is actually deployed. I mean, it should be. All right, it is, yeah. What is the best practice for the playground related jobs? So for example, I want the jobs to stream back as soon as they finish. Can you review in depth and help me fix this? Because right now, for example, I literally have to refresh the page for the image to come back to show. Why is this happening? Could you review the code in depth and identify and pinpoint the cause of this? Because it may be possible that we may want to switch back to polling, and SSE may not be the best practice, or there may be an issue with our SSE. Could you review in depth and figure out what's going on here? M said, I love the authenticity. This is what building in public is all about. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, so let's test the X integration now. So let's go to BridgeMind. Let's go to single image, and it looks like I don't have so let's go here. Okay, wait, I do have this connected, so I should be able to. Oh, so I'm gonna go to profiles, and I'm gonna go to BridgeMind, and I'm going to connect the BridgeMind X account here. So I'm gonna go here, connect, and I'm now going to save, and then I'm going to go to back to create, click on BridgeMind, click on single image, and then I'm going to be making an X post, an Instagram post, and I'm going to be using this image that we took earlier, which is this one right here. So it's this one here. It's too large, maximum size. Oh, interesting. 10 megabytes. What the heck? Alright, hold on, let's fix this. I don't like that. We probably should be able to compress that, right? Yeah, we're using WhisperFlow. So we should be able to compress this, like, when it's being uploaded, because that's just, like, a really hard limit, right? I mean, so let's go here. Let's go to Profiles, and we'll go to BridgeMind, and we are going to connect. Oh, it's the other one. Okay, that one's already connected, so we can go here. So we do single image here. Hold on. All right, connect socials. Oh, inactive. Disconnect. Add account. Sam Walton revealed day 100 maybe. All right, so what is it saying? So I dug through the playground SSE path end to end. The behavior you're seeing, needing a manual refresh, comes from how we use SSE. We stream status, not results. The UI only fetches results via a follow-up list pull cap. So if that fetch lags or drops, you see nothing until a refresh. So backend, this stream events after closing. Okay, I'm missing. Okay, yes, I need you to integrate this update. Create a plan first. The X API is the subscription. You have to like go through a process to do the pay-as-you-go one. Okay, integrate the update. What are my thoughts about Google AI Studio instead of Cursor? I mean, I don't think it's necessarily there yet. I still think Cursor's ahead. Google could, beat Cursor ultimately. I mean, obviously it's Google, but right now I don't think that it's the best option to go with. Alright, so I'm going to add this Twitter account, or this X account, whatever you want to call it. Right now, when uploading a single image, and honestly, I'm actually going to use Cursor. I do miss using Cursor. The reason I haven't been using Cursor as much and I've been using the CLI tools more is because I reached my Cursor Ultra limit. And when I reach my Cursor Ultra limit, you just spend so much money if you're on usage-based pricing. I mean, I could easily spend $100 a day on it, right? So that's why I've been switching, and you guys have been seeing me use the CLI tools more, which is fine because you get a lot of usage out of Claude Code. But Cursor definitely is my favorite tool. I will say though, jokes aside with the Sam Altman stuff, because this GPT-5.1 Codex Max High model is free, and it's free till December 11th, I am probably going to start using this more, just because, they are offering it for free. Yeah, the AI is doing all the code for me. It's writing all of it. I now need to do an in-depth review of our logic for uploading a single image. Right now, the limit is for uploading an image. Why is this even in place? This seems excessive. Samael asked, where did you host the website? I host it in AWS. I can't even upload a normal image. All right, hold up. Wait, and when you're using Cursor, to make your prompts better, you really do want to be dropping in context. So view creator API and then view creator UI. And I'm also going to drop in the page here. So in the UI, create page, drop this in. How much do I pay for these AI tools? I spend about $600 a month. F15, what's up? How's it going? Super Combo said, for what it is, Google AI Studio is good for the quick drafts at the moment. There are rumors that they're integrating databases and payment systems into it, though. Oh, 100% they'll do that, for sure. I mean, that's the way that it's all headed, right? And right now, for those of you that are tuning in, we are working on ViewCreator.ai, which is a open beta soft launch product with over 1,000 users, where users are able to connect their social media accounts and then use AI to create content and schedule and post to their social media platforms. Really, our thesis on this is going to be a long-term project because the AI content generation models are only getting better. which means that ultimately what we're seeing like right now, for example, if I go over to our playground and I click video, you know, you're only able to create 8 seconds of video, but that's going to change in the future, probably next year and the year after. You're going to be able to create high quality, long form video content, which is almost unrecognizable or undistinguishable between an actual video, which means people that are creating content on social media, there are going to be AI influencers, there are going to be AI content people, there are going to be people that are doing marketing and creating content on social media. Most of it is going to be done with AI, just like how, you know, now AI generates so much code. In the future, it's going to be the same thing for content that you see on social media and in marketing. It's all going to be AI, right? But that is not yet here because the content generators are just not that good yet. You know, when we're using these tools, there's so many limitations to them. They really are not that good yet, but that will change. All right, comprehensive SSE. So implemented the SSE. Okay, so now let's try. Okay, great. Now I need you to look over the logic for the agent runs. I'm having a similar issue on this page because in this page, as I'm running the agent, it's actually not updating step by step. I literally have to do a hard refresh. I need you to review this code as well and pinpoint exactly why this is happening. So then I go over to the front end and I can drop in the agent run here, which is agents and then runs here. So it's this file here. And this is why Cursor really is superior. What am I building? I'm building viewcreator.ai. Can somebody do an exclamation viewcreator? Or I can do it actually. But yeah, if you guys are watching and you guys are new to this channel and have not seen what we're working on and what we're all about, we do have a Discord community with over 1,200 vibe coders and builders in it. If you have not already joined the community, I'm going to give a quick shout out to some newly joined members. I just dropped a link to it in the description, but let me give a quick shout out to newly joined members today. Big shout out to Taborda, shout out to FRTA Run, shout out to Shanice AEM, Soundwall. Welcome to the community, guys. Synthetic said, seems kind of miserable having to watch soulless AI influencers with no depth or a superficial personality. I mean, I think we'll see what it looks like. It's hard to picture now, right? Just because I do think that that's a couple years off, but you know, you have to say, I mean, you look at the technology, and the thing is that they won't be soulless or have no personality because there'll be a creator behind them, giving them a personality and giving them soul, right? So it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. PNK, let's go. Final boss of vibe coding, let's go. Mr. Rogers said that he's making my own personal website with AI, post my blogs, videos, and live stream. That's awesome. All right, so let's see. Did this fix our issue? So I wanted to do a post. Let's go over local here. So, I mean, really my question was, why is this even limiting it to only 10 megabytes, right? And it still says only 10. I mean, Codex is like, I mean, it didn't even do anything. It said findings. Oh, great. I now need you to update this. The cap was not intentional. And really, I mean, how, like, for example, this is an actual image. So how much is this? Can I do a preview on this? Or I guess I have to go to Finder. Like, let's just take this image here. I guess 22.7, which is large. That's large. So 25 is good. We don't want our API endpoint to get abused by massive file uploads, but maybe you can just make it so it's a little bit larger. Like, cap it so it doesn't get abused, but really there shouldn't be a limit. Push-up time, Sam said. All right, let's get some push-ups, guys. All right, guys, if you guys are tuning in, something that we do in this community is we're not only making progress with how we code, we are also making progress in training. We're moving forward in life. We're training up, and as you guys can see, I have a pull-up bar in the corner. I hit some push-ups. So, guys, it's push-up time. If you guys want to do push-ups, drop a W in the chat. And if you drop a W in the chat, that means you have to do them too, okay? I don't want you guys saying WWW in the chat, and then you're not going to do them with me. So if you guys want to hit some push-ups and you want to hit them with me, drop a W in the chat. Fooled by Primes said, hackathon, good, but obviously don't want to give away or reveal your best idea. Super Combo said, check Discord general. AI Studio is doing a $500,000 hackathon. The top 50 submissions will receive $10,000 in Gemini API credits each. Wow, that's a lot. Is Sam said W. The Bees over on Twitch. What's up, man? How's it going? All right, so it did change it, what, to 25? Yeah, all right, so 25. So we'll see. This should be 25 now, though. All right, we got lots of W's in the chat. All right, guys, let's go then. You guys got 30 seconds. If you guys want to do push-ups, you guys got 30 seconds to get ready. Mr. Rogers, thank you. I'm not using a bunch of Claude skills, no. All right, let's see if they updated the agent run as well. So over on the playground, let's try this. So this here, create a highly realistic image of Earth. So this should now stream back. All right, let's hit some push-ups, guys. I'm gonna hit 40 push-ups. Let's hit 40 bomb. Let's go. Let's go, chat. All right. Who did them with me? All right, we got the standing desk. All right, let's go, chat. All right, how's this doing? All right, so I do want to try my agent run. So if you guys remember this, so if I go over here, one really interesting thing that we have is like the ability for you to do agent runs, right? And we've been having an issue with this because it doesn't actually stream the updates back. I have to do a hard refresh. Yeah, I go to the gym. J35, we are, if you look behind me, you guys can see the goals. So we're doing our LinkedIn integration. SSE bugs is what we're working on. Test the clipping agent, we already did that. And then the X integration, we got a couple bugs there that we're fixing there as well. But look at this, like, so this is the bug, okay? When I refresh, this is gonna be updated. You see this? How it all updated? So that's an issue. I am telling you on the agent run page, I had to do a hard refresh for the steps to update. Why is this happening? All right, guys, you know what else? All right, if you guys want to see some pull-ups, drop 2 W's in the chat. WW for pull-ups. We got W for push-ups, WW for pull-ups. Also, if you guys are watching, we got 125 people watching, and guys, I'm gonna check the likes. We only got 67 likes, guys. We can at least get to 100. Let's go. Jose dropped WW. Let's go. WW in the chat if you guys want to see some pull-ups. I mean, like Jose said, we're gonna get the demon back. We're gonna get insanely jacked and rich. You know, we're in this for the long run, guys. SWR. The hard refresh was needed because the agent run payloads didn't include the step metadata where the UI expects it. The page listens for current step total steps under this. The backend was emitting those fields at the top level, so the UI ignored the SSE updates. I've already fixed the backend, so emit project completion with the correct shape. So step by step, we're gonna, okay. I'm telling you, it's not working. You need to get it working. I mean, it should be able to get it working. All right, I'm seeing WWs in the chat. All right, you guys know what that means. I'm a man of the people. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, let's get the candle going. Let's go, chat. All right, guys. I got big news, all right? What framework do I use with Python? I use the Fast API. All right, I got big news, guys. All right, tomorrow we are having an insane stream. It's the day 95 stream. And as you guys know, there's somebody you may have seen in the chat. His name's N. First name N, last name S. Yes, that is his name. First name N, last name S. Or you guys can call him NS. He's pulling up to the stream tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. We're going to be doing cold plunges. We might smoke a celebratory cigar. I don't smoke, but we might do a little puff of the cigar. I don't know. But we're definitely doing cold plunges. We're definitely vibe coding. We're definitely, I don't know. We'll just see how it goes tomorrow, but it's going to be crazy. So make sure you show up tomorrow. It's going to be a crazy stream. All right. All right, so this says that it's going to work. Jose, that's hilarious. Codename Zulu said running on 3.5 hours of sleep, and I had to get up and start coding. Got to make the dreams come true. Let's go, Zulu. W Zulu in the chat. That's awesome. All right, single image, X, Facebook, Instagram. All right, so this is now changed to 25 MB, so I can now update this. W setup. All right, so let's schedule this. All right, so what happens here is it does schedule your post, right? Now, the issue that we've been having with X, and we may have already fixed it, but we'll see. What's my weight? I think I'm like 165 pounds. Yeah. I may have a physique reveal tomorrow. Oh, what the heck? Instagram and Facebook is failing? That's new. That is very new. Did X post, though? Let's see. Nope. Oh, the reason it failed is because it didn't actually post the video. Review this in depth. I tried to publish posts using the single image, and I was posting to X, Instagram, and Facebook. Instagram and Facebook failed, and X didn't even attach the image. Why did this happen? Debug this and figure out why it happened. Vera said, go on, bro. I'll definitely be tuning in tomorrow. Glad to see you're going. I'm off to work anyway. Have a good stream, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're grinding every single day, as you guys know. We just don't stop. Let's go, chat. Yeah, the X API is pretty expensive. We're probably going to transition to pay-as-you-go, but you do have to, like, enroll in that. So it is a little bit different because pay-as-you-go, you know, it's different. J35 said cigar. That's something of my interest. Ashton Corridor said keep going. I will, man. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Clutcha, I've been vibe coding for 3 years, and I started vibe coding kind of around the same time that I started getting into coding. So I have like a little bit of a unique story because I started as a beginner and the tools were coming out as I was learning how to program from scratch. And at that point, the tools weren't good enough to be able to do what you can do now. So there were limitations. You did have to write code back then a little bit more than you do now, but it was different. J35 said he has off-stream plans with NS for sure. All right, how's our LinkedIn integration? Great, continue forward. I'll worry about the EMVs. Just write the code. Ultima said sit down. Actually, guys, drop a WW in the chat if you want to see some more pull-ups. You guys want to see some more pull-ups? I will say I've been like, I've been doing the push-ups and pull-ups on stream, and I'm like, shoot, I think I actually like am making like some gains from the push-ups and pull-ups on stream. I mean, I do go to the gym too, but I will say I think there's some gains being made, that's for sure. Veer Shaw, what's up? Coding Billionaires, what's up? Full weekend with 4 hours of sleep per night. Let's go, man. Jose said, me too, bro. I started at 35 push-ups, now at 65, almost double. Let's go. How much do you weigh? I weigh like 165. So, I mean, shoot, guys, you guys might even get a physique reveal tomorrow. I mean, we are going to be doing a cold plunge, and I may wear a shirt just so I'm not, I don't flex on you guys too hard, but we'll see. Jose says he's at 15 pull-ups. Let's go, bro. What is my bench press? Well, okay, so here's the thing. I used to be like super into like lifting, right? So I've got older brothers. My older brothers, they got me, but particularly my oldest brother, he got me into working out early, but then I kind of went and ran with it. So I've been working out since I was like 14 years old, like pretty regularly. But one thing is that I got into like triathlon maybe about a year ago, and I started doing triathlons. And so what happened is my body changed a little bit because you went from being like more of like a power lifter, let's say, to kind of like a triathlete. So your body changed. But when I was doing powerlifting, I was doing about 145 on bench press for reps, and then now that's down a lot. I don't even go for like heavy reps now. I just do like, I go for a lot of reps, not heavyweight, just because that's not really the physique what I'm trying to do. Oh shoot, you guys might see the piano skills tomorrow. Speaking of which, yeah, if you guys show up to the stream tomorrow, since we're probably gonna be like, doing a bunch of crazy stuff around the house, so you probably will see that you might get a piano recital. We'll call it that, a piano recital tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, not a Pyrium level yet. Did you transition from bottom to top when you started vibe coding? What do you mean? Yeah, I can play the piano. No, 245 pounds. What's the progression if we had to describe it in a percentage? I would say 90%, but the thing is that last 10% is pretty tough. The last 10% is always like the hardest. Like, it's just like these weird errors, It's just these weird errors. Hold on, we may, I will say, GPT-5.1 Codex Max, we're trying it. They're giving it out for free. I have to say, it's just not that good. I'm going to be honest. This model is not that good. Like, if you go back, if we pull up the LM Arena again, look at it. I mean, you're literally talking about a 1400 score. Like, that is not that good anymore, I don't think we're going to use... I think we should switch back to Opus. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Hey, W Dan's in the chat. He said hit the debug mode with GPT 5.1 Codex Max High. Ashton said, for now, I do vibe coding only with free ones, but in the future, I will upgrade like I am a student, so studies and exploring AI tools. Yeah, that's cool. Dan, let's keep going, man. The grind continues. Let's go. So he said that debug mode is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, just slow. Just what I'm seeing is that, hey, with this model, you have to think, hey, why are they giving it away for free? I think that OpenAI is just having some issues, They really got beat out. I mean, if you do look at it, they did what, GPT-5 in August? They think August, right? Yeah, August. GPT-5 came out in August, and then they haven't been able to release like an actual frontier model. I don't know if anything is rumored. Like, they may do they remember last year when they did like the whatever it was, 12 days before Christmas, and they released what was it, 02 or 03 at Christmas, right? Or was it 01 at Christmas? What they released at Christmas last year? Berserker said, cool stream, curious how you come up with your ideas. I'm an old school infrastructure dev that jumped into the Vibe world. I spent a lot of time creating and building things, but not sellable. Yeah, I mean, here's my thing is like, as long as you believe it in like a specific vision, you know, this series and what we're doing, you guys are seeing like authentically like, hey, how long does it take to do something, right? I think that there's a lot of people on the internet that it's hard to gauge that, right? Because some of the people on the internet, they're either making things up or they are like super far outliers. So it's hard to gauge like, okay, for me, somebody that's not like an influencer or somebody that's not like, you know, I don't know, lying and making stuff up about making like a bunch of money off of an app, right, to get famous. You know, what does it actually look like? And that's what a really big goal of this series is like, hey, you know, we're 94 days in, revenue's at 1,846, and it's not like it's growing super rapidly yet, right? Like, it may take another 3 to 6 months, and it probably will, to really start getting some traction where we're getting like maybe a user or two every single day, right? Paying users. And the thing is that we're just going to stick with it. And I think the biggest thing to do is just, hey, like I said this morning, stay in the arena, you know, have the longevity and have the mindset that you're going to be staying in the arena and that you are just going to keep pushing forward and giving it your best. And I think that that's just a great mindset to have. Dan said that in a sense, everyone is giving away for free or a discount right now with how their revenue targets don't align with inference costs. Grok has been free for like 17 years in Cursor at this point. Yeah. Dreamboy, what's up? How's it going? Super Combo said OpenAI is cooked unless they can come back in a month with an insane model. Yeah. Ashton said Google versus OpenAI is going crazy. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Hello World said some videos show they make an app in a weekend and revenue 100K. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. All right. Do another in-depth look. I tried posting an image and it did not add the image. I mean, is it because we used, hold on, let's try this. So I'm actually gonna delete that post that we made on my computer. 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna try this again. But this time we're gonna go over to platform tools and we're gonna go through this native X integration. I'm just gonna do this as a test and we're going to upload this here. All right, post now, let's go. What do I think about anti-gravity? I don't think it's that good yet. Did this fail? What happened here? Oh, please select an X account. Select X account. What the heck? Oh, we have to do locally. Yeah, I think anti-gravity is kind of mid. All right, let's try this. Posted, but is it gonna actually post with the image? That's the problem that we're having. I mean, that can't be that hard to post an image via the API. Review in depth and even search the internet and search the documentation for V2 X API and figure out what's causing this. Yeah, Super Combo, I'm going to do that. Also, I'm going to use the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. All right, guys, I got the snacks. Fix this. All right, one thing I want to check is there should be a profile or brand assets thing in our database. All right, interesting. Review the updated profile entity. Is this structured correctly? Review in the... Make sure that users can properly render in the assets in update and upload assets. All right, see you, Ashen. All right, move the desk down. Okay, fix it. Great, make the updates. What's up, Jesse? It's going pretty good. Status update. LinkedIn, we're about to test the OAuth in about 20 minutes. Joshua Metcalf asks, how do you feel it's going 94 days in? You know, we've learned a lot. It's been a journey. We've, you know, we're working on View Creator since day 20, and what we've built in 74 days is pretty remarkable without coding a single line of code. You know, it's pretty cool. All right, I'm no longer going to be using Codex Max. It's bad. My, all right, guys. Codex Max High, GPT-5.1 Codex Max High is not a Bridgemind approved model. I'm not impressed with OpenAI here. You know, I don't think it's that good of a model. Would not recommend this model. Yeah, I mean, I just think they did a bad job. Jeez, I'm getting, my phone's blowing up right now. But yeah, it's not that good. Yeah, Claude Opus is the best for sure. DSAD said that they're not good for coding. Do an in-depth review of our current LinkedIn integration. Is this ready to be tested? Hold up. Do not look at my EMV bears. I will handle the EMV bears. The EMV bears. Thank you, Whisperflow. EMV bears. I've got Claude Max, and then I've got Cursor Ultra. I was using the GPT 5.1 Codex Max plan, but I mean, here's my perspective on it. You know, as these models continue to get better and better, it's like, hey, you look at the leaderboards, you look at how they're performing, and you start to use some of the frontier models, and then when you go back to, let's say, a GPT model, you realize that it's just not that good. I would not recommend using GPT models anymore for coding. You know, they're just not that good. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I need to take this. Hold on. I'm gonna mute the stream real quick. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. What is it? What? You can't threaten me anymore. No. I'm not using your model. I know you're watching the stream. No. I'm not telling them to use the model. You'll give me the million. No. I'm not doing it. Don't call me again. All right, sorry guys. All right, DSAD said that, yeah, when the bears get in the MV. Yeah, so we're not going to use those models anymore. GPT models are just not good. Do an in-depth review of the SSE in the project. I need you to identify all API routes in logic that is associated with SSE. Create an in-depth README of all endpoints in both the API and front end that are using it. Yeah, Sam keeps calling. He doesn't like it. All right. Have I tried Google Anti-Gravity? I have tried it. I'm not a big fan. I don't think it's that good. All right, so we're gonna now take a look at I need you to do an in-depth review of the profile entity in both the I need you to update the API in the Creator UI to properly match the new schema and make sure that users are able to upload and edit assets that are connected to the profile and make sure that users are able to create a profile. Blocker asks, are you interested in gaming like PlayStation games? I'm actually not interested in gaming. I don't do any gaming. I can't remember the last time I played a video game. And really the reason I don't play any video games is because when I was growing up, my parents, they didn't want me to play video games and they didn't get me like an Xbox or a PS4 growing up. I played like a little bit of Fortnite when I was maybe like, I don't know, whenever Fortnite came out, maybe when I was a freshman in high school. But when I was like younger, like in middle school and stuff, I didn't play any video games. So just like when I got older, I didn't really, I feel like you have to get started like really early to be, I'm just not really into it. Nothing wrong with it in my opinion though. I mean, don't like spend a ton of time playing video games. I mean, this is my video game. Life is my video game. I have a lot of fun doing this. Yeah, I'm playing games with Sam. Nah, Sam's playing games with me, man. Alright. Alright, required scopes. Optional, defaults here. So I need a couple... LinkedIn, so I need LinkedIn. So I'm going to add these ENV bears, and we're going to test this LinkedIn integration. So I'm going to move this over here and update my ENV. And you know what's interesting is I just feel like Claude understands me a little bit better. I'm 23. All right, so I'm gonna set my LinkedIn variables. All right. Also, guys, if you guys are watching, have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. I see we have 112 people watching, and how many likes we got? We got 83 likes on the stream. So if you have not already liked the stream, make sure you do so, guys. Alright, so let's go over to our LinkedIn integration, and I need to grab the keys. What should I set the redirect URI to in my ENV variable? Mohit said that the Claude harness is way ahead than every other tool out there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Nicola said, do you vibe coding as your main job, or how do you fund all the subscriptions and API costs? Yeah, I mean, I have savings. I've been smart with my money growing up and stuff, so got capital to invest. All right, so local dev is here. That's actually not right, though. That is not correct because our local dev server runs on 3001. I think they're going to release Grok 5 by the end of the year, Super Combo. I think what's next isn't Grok 4.2, but 5, right? Prang said, I love you, man. Continue. Don't waste your time to trash no-sense people. Appreciate it, bro. Yep, will do, man. Yeah, I mean, let's just switch these all to... I literally might cancel my ChatGPT subscription outright. I've had a ChatGPT subscription for years, and I'm not even kidding. I might just cancel my subscription completely. Where, like, I don't even have a $20 plan. Because I had to buy the Gemini plan. I bought a Gemini plan, you know. What Mac am I using? I'm using an M3 Ultra Studio. Super Combo said that Grok 5 is coming out next year. I think Elon been rumoring 4.2 a lot. That's interesting. Jose said Elon says he's going to have the first AGI model. I mean, they do have Colossus, so, I mean, in terms of compute, I think they're, like, way ahead in compute, right? I mean, let's look it up. Let's go to Perplexity. What AI company has the biggest training clusters out of the hyperscalers? Global, Linux said, hope everyone is vibing. If you have not liked or subbed, you better, so EMV Bears will get you. Linux, that's one hilarious, dude. Yeah, the EMV Bears, you don't want them to get you guys. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo was promoting Perplexity? That's hilarious. J35 said the only person who talks about Grok is Elon. That is true. It'll be interesting to see the answer to this, though. Like, who has the biggest, what AI company has the biggest training clusters out of the hyperscalers? No, Blueberry, that's, Whisper Flow. You should definitely get it. Yeah, Colossus 1 and Colossus 2, I think, is going to be the answer, right? J35 said, if these companies continue like this, we, the Bridgemine community, might have to give this world AGI, yeah. FIFA Mobile, what's up, man? Which AI for vibe coding? Claude Code's probably the best now with Opus 4.5. Alright, so it's this one here. I feel like this is definitely copyright music that we're listening to. I mean, that's fine, but let me see. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Still the AI music. It was too fire. I forgot that the AI music is that far advanced now. Alright, W's in the chat if you guys want to do push-ups. And then 2 W's if you want to do pull-ups. It's either push-ups or pull-ups. Alright, so largest AI training clusters among the hyperscalers. So based on comprehensive analysis of current deployments and announced plans through 2027, Meta has the largest total training cluster infrastructure among hyperscalers with approximately 350,000 NVIDIA H100s currently operational and aggressive expansion plans that will bring this to over 500,000 GPUs by 2026 and potentially 750,000 GPUs by 2027. However, the answer depends on how largest is defined by total GPU count, single cluster side, or including custom silicon. Okay. Alright, so here's a, oh wow, look at this. So, believe it or not, it looks like the Colossus, even though it's hyped up, it's not that. Look at this. Wow, look at Meta. Yeah. Alright, so apparently it's Meta, which is surprising. I've got 96 gigs of RAM. Great. Now give me the URL, the redirect URIs to put in my LinkedIn developer dashboard. Give me the one for local testing as well as production. Remember that my URL for production is viewcreator.ai. Yeah. Yeah, Colossus was hyped up because they did 200,000 in 90 days. That is right. All right, so let's put this in. All right, so you have to add these redirect URIs in these developer dashboards. Okay. What did you make the AI music with? It is SOTA AI. But also, this is actually a different channel. This isn't mine. Linux said that Zuck is AI, so no shock he is winning alien AI here for our smoked meats. Yeah, I mean, that's like surprising because they've got the open source. I mean, Linux, do you use a lot of meta models because you're more of an open source? Are you familiar with their models? Are they any good? All right, so I just clicked verify. Alright, so I just verified this. So I believe I should be able to test this LinkedIn integration now. Let's see, I'm gonna refresh. I think LinkedIn's really easy to integrate with. Yeah, I mean, it literally says I'm already verified. Yeah, so we can test LinkedIn now, guys. So let's go over, let's restart the server. But yeah, we should be able to test this. Let's see. Dream Boy, I'm building viewcreator.ai. Blueberry said, when you started this, were you just asking AI to build entire features? No, you build and then you iterate upon what you build. All right, so let's see if we have a decent setup now. Let's go to Connect Socials. Is LinkedIn now added? It should be. Here it is. Okay. Unable to connect LinkedIn 401. Which one was working on LinkedIn? Alright, it says that this is going to work. I now need you to do an in-depth review. Is this the best practice for our project? Because right now, a lot of the SSE, like we transitioned from polling to SSE, and now I have to do hard refreshes all over the place to get things to load. So I feel like we broke some stuff doing this. Review in-depth and then advise. Okay, Linux said that he uses Llama, Scout, and stuff, so yeah, they're good, but a bit dated. They have not pushed anything recent that I'm aware of, but I don't keep up too well on Meta. Yeah, I mean, when was their last, like, frontier model that they released? I feel like it's been, I haven't heard of them in a minute. I mean, it has been a while. Meta AI model releases. When was the last one? Hold on, let's go to Perplexity and ask. When was the last model released by Meta? Dreamboy said that he is 17 and I'm using Claude Opus 4.5 in anti-gravity, but that was was to use Claude Opus 4.5 for free. Yeah. Oh yeah, Blueberry. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's been a while since they released something. I guess it hasn't been that. Llama 4 announced on April 5th, 2025, but I mean, in AI world, that's a long time. Linux, is that what you use, Llama 4? Probably, if you're using, you said you use Llama. Okay, great work. I just tested this, and here is what happened. And I'm going to go through that process again and just kind of drop in everything that happened. Here are the EMV vars I have set. EMV versus. Scout version, okay. I've been coding for over 3 years. All right, so let's go through this process again. Let's click try again. Yeah, so something went wrong. It says, bummer, something went wrong. Why did this happen? That's what you get when you have GPT make something. Thank you, Dreamboy. Hisham said, what do you think about making AI test my API endpoints? Is it reliable, or do I need to go ahead and test each one separately? No, I think that you can automate that. Yeah, I mean, just pass it a token and just have it test. No, TypeScript's actually pretty good. Under the auth tab is the localhost redirect listed exactly. Under the setting tab is the app in development mode. Oh, that may be the issue. Let's see here. Review the screenshots and you tell me. I would definitely start with vibe coding. Right now I'm using Claude Code to build a LinkedIn integration, and I'm also updating profiles here. This is trying to fix an X issue, and then here is fixing the SSE issues. Yes, implement. All right, so let's try the X posting again now. Yeah, vibe coding is definitely the future of software development. All right, so let's try this again. As you guys know, it failed last time. This is a test. This is a test. Failed. Upload failed for beginning. Why did this fail to upload with a 403? I have the Ultra Planning Cursor. Linux said that kind of want Quen to drop something fun soon. Been a minute from them also. Yeah. I'm not familiar with Quen outside of using them a little bit in OpenRouter recently. How long does one prompt run for? Quite a while, depending on what model you're using. You know what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually, so to the person, I don't know who said it in chat, but somebody said, hey, can I have AI test my endpoints? Let's actually do this. So one thing I'm gonna try is I'm gonna open up my cookies, right? And I'm gonna actually grab the access token. And I haven't tried this like recently, but what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do exactly what I just told you to do. I'm gonna pass a access token here. Use this access token and actually try creating a profile and fetching the user's profiles and updating a user's profile and test it and see what you get back. Yeah, so we're gonna test this. So I just passed in an access token that this AI can now use to test those API endpoints. So that's actually something new that I'm testing right now. All right, so go to the products tab, click on request tag, okay. Why would I have to put in LinkedIn required scopes as an... Okay, so as you guys can see, it's gonna use curl. Okay, so it's gonna use curl to do this. No, I don't use Lovable. Yeah, I use the Claude Code subscription. You get way more use. The Linux said, chat, what codes do you watch for models? Just the main one or some odd one? My big three I keep an eye on are IBM, Quen, and Liquid. Yeah, so anybody else in chat use those? Or what do you guys keep an eye on? Obviously, the ones that I keep an eye on are like the big ones. I use Frontier models only, so I'm not a big local model person myself. But yeah, Linux in chat uses a lot of local models, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their own different workflows. Yeah, it's fully vibe coded. So you can see this one here is actually testing it using that token. All right, so it says try the image plugin again. Okay. All right, so let's try it. I got the same issue. Is this even like making a request? Yeah, it's not even, I don't even think it's getting to the network. Yeah, it's not even hitting the API. It's stopping at pre-signed URLs, so I think it's a problem with the S3 bucket upload. And here are the logs from the API. I think it's an issue with the S3 bucket upload. Review and identify what the cause of this is and fix. All right, go to your LinkedIn developer content products, click request access or sign in. Oh, okay. On sign in with LinkedIn using OpenAI ID Connect. Okay, so I'm actually missing the permission for this. So let's go to products. Okay, so this is what I was missing for our LinkedIn integration. What I was missing was this one here. So LinkedIn sign in here. So we're gonna request access. Yes, I agree. Let's see here. All right, so we now have access to that. So now let's try the LinkedIn integration again. And that's one thing, like, hey, a big difference between, for example, Cursor is that when we dropped in that screenshot, initially, if you guys, were here since the start of the stream, we dropped in that screenshot of the products and I asked Composer 1, I said, hey, what model should I use or what product should I use, right? And it told me which ones to use. and it left that important one out. Whereas Claude Code intuitively was able to say, hey, you're missing this product, man, add it, you know? It's because it's the model smarter. So let's try this now. Wow, look at that. So that does work. So I think an issue that I have is that I think my LinkedIn account, I only use Google to use it. So if I want to use this, I'm gonna have to actually set like a username and password. All right, it does look like it is using though. No, vibe coding is definitely not a joke. All right, so I'm gonna settings and privacy. I think I have to set a password for my LinkedIn. Sign in and security, passkeys. No, not a passkey. Phone numbers, email addresses. Passkeys, phone numbers. Password. All right, so I'm gonna try like signing, change my password or. Yeah, a lot of people have made money from it. Dan said that status quo base bias makes folks miss the magic from new releases. It's not about being the largest, most generally performant model. That's outdated thinking and won't scale, in my opinion. That's interesting. Yeah, debugging is a lot of work. All right, this is working. I just don't have a valid. Okay. All right, it says that it works. Oh. Apparently that token became invalid. Alright, so let's test this. So if I go over to profiles, let's see if I can now like add assets and stuff like here. Yeah, so here's brand assets. So WDan was so you can see that we can now add assets here to a profile. So let's like try it. So let's do, so here's the logo. That's cool. Failed to update profile though. When uploading an asset and renaming it, I got this error. Why did this happen? Fix. All right, so LinkedIn integration does work. The problem is I don't have a password with my LinkedIn. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to literally reset my password and actually set a password on LinkedIn so I can use it. Also, if you guys are watching and have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. I see we have 115 people watching right now and only 99 likes. We are one like away from 100 likes. So if you have not already liked, would really appreciate that as well. Shirky said, do you hit limits fast with Opus 4.5 running? I have Max as well. Shirky, I actually do not hit my limits at all. I could probably even downgrade to the $100 plan and still be fine. So I have Claude Max, and look at this. I've used 27%, and honestly, I may downgrade right now. What's the $100 plan? I think the 100, actually, I may keep Max because the $200 plan, you get 20x, and like, let's just look up Claude plans and kind of go over this here. So like pricing here. So pricing, so you have, yeah, so you have free, you have pro, and let's just do, yeah, so individual. So free, pro, and I guess pro is, okay, and then Max is $100 a month. And then if you use this, if you use Max, it's $100 a month for 5x Pro. But then you get 20x if you go for the $200 plan. So if I was on the $100 plan, I would probably be getting pretty close to my limits because I would actually be at my limit right now, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would be at my limit right now. So that's why I have the $200 plan, because you get 20x the usage. So right now, like if you just kind of do like quick math, it's like I would be at my usage because the 20x plan, you get 3x more than, you get 20x compared to 5x. So if I was on the $100 plan, I would be at my limit right now, but with the $200 plan, I'm like good to go pretty much, so. I think I would like to phase out SSE. I think it's just a bad approach, and it kind of messed up what we were doing. I want to switch to polling. Do you asked, what is the best agentic AI for C++ programming that can understand hardware system schematics? I think a lot of them can. I'm not familiar with that, so I couldn't really tell you, but maybe somebody in chat does. Also, WDN said DeepSeek's latest release is really exciting. 3.2 special is a red flag warning to US AI labs. Look no further than Airbnb's approach. No, it's total revenue. Look at other areas in the application where I'm able to upload images easily, review, and fix. All right, let's see if does this work now? Logo. Profile updated, let's go. All right, so now if I save changes and I go back and I click this again, look at this. So now we have a asset here called logo. You guys see this? So shout out to WDM for this. This was actually a really good idea. So we can do, you know, uploaded assets. And then I think Super Combo Gamer was also mentioning, hey, do we want to create some sort of asset library? And I think that's a good idea as well. Yeah, TR asked, is it worth it getting a pro plan plus a pro plan in Cursor? Yeah, I think it is. That's what I have. All right, so let's see if this now works. So in agents, go to this. So when I run this, this should be able to properly poll. Let's see. We'll see here. Yeah, Dan, that's a good idea. Yeah, super combo I can. Completely. Do an in-depth review of SSE in the application. Identify all places where it's being used. All right. All right, so it says restart the API and try again. So we will do that. It's already restarted. So let's do this here. All right, so single image, boom. And then we're going to upload this. This is a test. There we go. All right, finally. All right, so these are queued. Let's see if they post. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick while these post. We'll see. There may be some issues, but this will be good. All right, I'm back. Thank you, Dan. Let's go. Oh my gosh, what the heck? We're still having this issue. All right, I think we had, we were giving, all right. All right. All right, this is why you don't give GPT any jobs. Yeah. This is why you don't have ChatGPT do anything for you anymore. Review the error logs and fix the issue. It's bugging out in a different way now. We got past that issue, but now we have this problem. I am not in Florida, no. I mean, in 2026, I think we're going to be doing some decent amount of traveling on my list. I mean, I'd love to go to Austin, Texas. I'd love to go to Boulder, Colorado. We'll see how everything plays out, you know? Zendroba asks, how many hours of sleep do I get? I get about 8 hours a night. I take my sleep pretty seriously, like, especially with all, like, the streaming and stuff. Like, if I was only getting 4 hours a night or something like that, you guys would be able to tell. I'd be on, like, 2 HP, you know? Alright. Yes, create a structured plan for this that lists out all the API routes that are using this logic, and then create a structured plan that will not break functionality but completely remove SSE. SSE was a bad move, guys. If you guys remember that, the SSE was not good. I'm not a fan. Jesse, we're grinding too. Let's go. Composer 1 against Sonnet, I mean, or Opus or 4.5 Sonnet, I mean, yeah, it's going to get absolutely destroyed in terms of intelligence, but speed, you know, that's your trade-off, is you have the speed trade-off. Yeah. All right, so for those of you that are new around here and haven't seen the thumbnail generator, so something I want to show you guys, so this is pretty cool. And also I want to test to make sure that nothing's been impacted, so watch this. So, hit him with the classic, drop that in. So I just dropped, I took a screenshot and I dropped that photo in. I want you to create a thumbnail with this man centered with a black background with white text at the top that says vibe coding is the future. APIs. Alright, should be good. Hold on. There's a couple updates that we're testing this locally, and there's updates that are going on, so we'll try to get this request through. Alright, so like here's what the thumbnail generator is able to create. So like you can even see a pumped out one that didn't even have the my hand over my mouth. Linux said, I'm over here running on under 4 hours of sleep most days, but I agree, sleep is vital, just not always easy. Sing, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Also, if you guys are new, we have a Discord community with over 1,200 members. That's where the Bridge Mine community hangs out. We've got a bunch of new members today, so I just want to give a quick shout out to new members. Ardit, Resi Code, Tabora, Schlesh, Scott Now. Welcome to the community, guys. I'm happy that you're here. But yeah, I mean, that works pretty well. I'm happy about it. I like it. All right. What API am I using for the video generation? I'm using FAL. I don't think the poll intervals should be that fast because then we're making a ton of requests to the API. Would you rethink this and rethink your approach? All right, so it said that the estimated effort is 7 to 10 hours, so this should take 5 to 10 minutes. All right, let's say this is done. All right, this one's still working. Great work. I now need you to make sure that you now add this functionality so that users can create and post jobs to LinkedIn with a scheduled job. Look at the approach of how we post to X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and make sure that we now add in logic for LinkedIn respectively. All right, I do need a FAL, F-A-L. All right, I'm going to change my LinkedIn password because I totally forgot it. Or I don't even have one, so. So I need to set one real quick. Claude, I mean, you're going to make errors when vibe coding, but you know, I think you're able to, the thinking is that you can build really fast and then you can iterate really fast. So you end up getting further than you would if you had started from scratch with no AI assistance. All right, I gotta. All right, so we should be able to test this now. Weird errors on our end. Let's literally test this image. It's kind of cool. On this page here, make sure that when the user clicks the download that they're able to, it actually downloads it. Also, right now, it is redirecting to the URL of the image. Note that the download button should always be visible, not just on hover as well. Make these updates. All right. For now, just fix that. Excuse me. Also, guys, just as a reminder, tomorrow's stream is going to be a legendary one. NS, that's right, NS is coming onto the stream. It's going to be crazy. And then we have a project sharing event, so it's going to be a very eventful weekend this weekend for the BridgeMind community. It's going to be fun. I'm excited to have honestly, I'm excited to have my friend in town, to be completely honest with you guys. It'll be fun to have him here. This is a test. WDN said, anyone hit with the Cloudflare outage this morning? I was not personally, but I know a lot of people were experiencing it. Oh, nice. All right. See here. All right, published LinkedIn error. Fix that, please. What model is the image gen using? We're using Nano Banana. All right, LinkedIn. All right, so that needs to update. We'll let that update. We'll let it do its thing, but I need to do LinkedIn now. Here it is. Yes, it is me. All right. All right, cool. Password has been changed. So we can now test this LinkedIn integration. We're making some updates to the LinkedIn integration. So we'll let it do its thing. Yeah, AWS takes my money, but we still have startup credits. Yeah, so Dominic asks, can users choose Nano Banana Pro 2 and, for example, pay more money since the output is much better? Yeah, so for example, if I go to the playground and go here, premium, standard's going to use the normal, and then premium's going to use pro. All right, yes, let's move forward, start implementing. All right, so this is done. Let's see if we're able to connect this here. So, connect socials. So this is a goal on the list today, is connect LinkedIn. And I will say LinkedIn, I mean, it seems pretty easy. All right, so here's what I'm seeing, guys. So it says View Creator would like to use your name and photo, create, modify, and delete posts, comments, and reactions on your behalf, and then use your primary email address associated with your account. So I'm going to click Allow, and it redirected me back. And it said connected successfully, but we actually have not yet added the section for LinkedIn. On this page here now, add in the section for LinkedIn so that I'm able to add LinkedIn properly and see it once I connect a LinkedIn account. All right, Sing, let's go. Yeah, I'm working on one app and 9 windows, yes. All right, it says this is added. All right, so here's LinkedIn, that's cool. So you guys see LinkedIn down here now? Matthew Miller connected, that's cool. So LinkedIn page is now connected. Now the question is this now added? Like here, can we connect a LinkedIn to profiles? No, I don't run, I put them on different tasks. Fix this here. 5-year outlook. I mean, the 5-year outlook for View Creator is this idea that the generation models for video generation models as well as image generation models are going to just continue to get better and better to the point where you're going to be able to create highly realistic, long-form marketing videos, and that could become within the next year or two. You know, and we'll see, but right now it's just very, very early on in this. I think we're going to have like a ChatGPT-like moment probably with the video generators and image generators for sure. TRTR said I bought Cursor and I hit my usage after a few hours. How long do I have to wait? Usage on Cursor is monthly, not so that is an issue. All right, here. Make sure that the LinkedIn option is added here as well. I don't use Copilot. Yeah, well said, Linux. All right, so here's the LinkedIn that just got dropped in. Great work. I need you to do an in-depth review and then think in-depth about, for example, let's say I log into my account, my LinkedIn account. How do I make it so that I can manage my LinkedIn account, but then also, let's say that my LinkedIn that I just connected also manages a brand page. How would I be able to manage that as well? Verified on LinkedIn, LinkedIn ad library, conversations, okay. For example, I just connected my personal page, but how would I be able to connect to a brand page that I manage? This conversation here is glitching out. Do you guys see this? Xlo said, I don't know what you're doing, bro, but I wish you success. I really need motivation to stay consistent in web development. Yeah, man. Yeah, so Synthetic, the reason that is because there's entitlements, so you don't get unlimited tool usage. So with the free plan, yeah, you get 25 credits, but you can only use like tools once per day. It's a tool-based limitation, not a credit-based limitation. So you have to upgrade to the Pro plan if you want unlimited usage. Community Management API. Oh, interesting. This is interesting. Review this and what it says. What am I building? I'm building View Creator. It's got over 1,000 users in open beta. And I'll just kind of show you to anybody that's watching. View Creator is an all-in-one platform for you to be able to grow on social media. So you're able to connect and manage all your social media accounts from one dashboard, and you're able to leverage different AI tools that we've created so that you can actually create content 10 times faster and publish everywhere instantly. So right now we have YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook, and right now we're working on TikTok and LinkedIn. But you know, it's a long-term project. So. Right now, recent activity has an issue where, let's say I add 500 credits. That's fine. Worry about that later. You guys see this? This is actually interesting. So it says LinkedIn does not allow share on LinkedIn and community management API on the same app. They're mutually exclusive. So the current app works now, no company page support. But if you create a second LinkedIn app, it can support both plus company, 2 sets of credentials, more complex OAuth. Users may need to authorize twice. That's interesting. Huh. I just did hardcore prompts. Thanks, Xlo. PNK said, have you seen the game Stanley Parable? When I vibe code, I feel like Stanley. I have not seen that game. I'll have to check it out. Alright, that's an interesting limitation. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but definitely something to note. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Tomorrow's stream is going to be epic. Just as a reminder, tomorrow's stream is going to be epic. We're going to get started at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be epic. All right, so we did get LinkedIn integrated. We need to go back to the bug that we were experiencing here and test this post again. So, single image post. This is a test. This is a test. All right, also, why is this music banging for anybody else? This is fire. Oh, there we go. Finally fixed that. The question, though, is with X, is it going to be able to actually publish that? Let's see. X said it published the image. Let's see. Oh my gosh, finally. Let's go. Vibe coding is the future, guys. Let's go. Finally, we got it. All right, let's go. W chat. W's in the chat, guys. W's in the chat. Let's go. We just got a huge win. Finally got it working. Let's go. You know what that means, guys. All right, I'm very curious though as to, thank you Linux, appreciate it. I'm very curious, can we get this working with a video? We actually have never been able to do that before. So I'm curious if this update got that working as well. Let's see. So BridgeMind, we'll do a long video and we'll just do X. And I'm gonna go back to OBS and like just get that like simple video. Which is this here? Wait, was this it? No, it's not the video. This one. Oh, I guess that is it. All right, it's just a very simple video. This is a test. All right, please publish a video. That would be awesome. If you could actually publish a video. Honestly, Super Combo, I would not be surprised. Super Combo said rumors are coming out that GPT 5.2 is launching next week, the 9th. I would not be surprised. They kind of have to. Yeah, so we still can't get videos. I don't know if it's possible through the V2 API. All right. Let's ask Perplexity. Yeah, I have Claude Max. I prefer Cursor over VS Code. Review the documentation for the V2 X API for developers. What is the endpoint to post videos through the API? Is it possible to post videos through the API? I don't know if it's possible. All right, guys, vibe goggles are going on. We're winning. Great work. This now works. It's WhisperFlow. I don't know. Is WhisperFlow Mac exclusive? Is WhisperFlow usable on Windows? It's fully usable inside of Windows 10. Yeah, it's available on Mac, Windows, or available on Mac, Windows, and iPhone. Yeah. Yeah. They just got a free shout out. David said yes, post to media upload. Why is it that I'm able to post images now to X but not videos? Why is this the case? Lennox just asked an interesting question. He asked, what IDE do you use? I mostly use Visual Studio Code Insider's Verb. Ever tried Raycast? I have not. Balco, I would use Expo. Yeah, I've built an app before. I would use Expo Go for sure. I'm sorry. I was talking specifically about the J35 said Cursor with Claude Code. Offer John said I use VS Code also. PNK, let's go. Super Combo said he uses Cursor Anti-Gravity and VS Code GitHub Copilot Insider's Edition because I get all three for free because of student email. That's nice. Let's go, J35. Yeah, I heard about Nova. I heard Nova's underground right now, though. But yeah, I'm excited to use Nova. Whoa, no, hold up. Don't worry about that. Let's go, J35. Yeah, I heard the dev's a wizard too. I know the dev personally. Pretty cool guy. Okay, so review this. Uploading an image is working, but uploading a video is not working. Review this documentation here and update the code so that we can post videos as well. Yeah, I do get the Spider-Man thing a lot. I'll be out in public. I get it like once every week, twice a week, and just in public, like random people, they'll come up to me, they'll say, hey, do you know that, you know who you look like? I'll say, I really did miss out on the Spider-Man outfit for Halloween, didn't I? But yeah, I'm glad that we switched off of GPT, because at the start of the stream we were kind of testing out that the new GPT-5.1 Codex Max High. And honestly, it just was not doing it. Like, there's that model. GPT is so far behind now, and OpenAI is so far behind. Oh my gosh. Can't get enough of this guy, man. Yeah, J35. I say, listen, I know you think Tom Holland's attractive, but I'm on monk mode, okay? Yeah, I have Claude Max. Jesse, Sam Altman keeps calling me. He's really upset that I've been bashing GPT lately. He's trying to pay for the Bridgemine stamp of approval, but he won't get it. He's been giving me some death threats though. Alright, so the correct X API workflow here. Alright, said that it updated the workflow. We have never been able to post a video to X from View Creator. We've never been able to do it. Not sure why. The AIs have just struggled to do it. Test. Yeah, Sam is sniping. All right, let's test this. I don't understand. I really don't understand. We have not been able to crack this. Review in depth again. It's still not working. Review documentation and pinpoint and diagnose the error in the code that's causing this. Sean X9 said, bro, on a serious note, you're inspiring me. I'm working as well right now, and it's like we're in the same office. Thanks for sharing your journey, man. Yeah, man. We're a community. We're all in it. We're all in this together, guys. We're doing something hard, and we're getting better every day. And you know, I think as long as you stay in the arena, as long as we keep grinding, we're gonna at least move forward in some way, shape, or form. And guys, I'm not going anywhere. You know, 2026 is gonna be a big year for this community and what we're doing. And what you guys have seen so far, it's really just, you know, the very beginning. You know, we got to 10,000 subscribers very quickly, and it's just the beginning. Pranav asked, what are you working on, mate? I'm working on viewcreator.ai. It's an all-in-one platform where you're able to connect to your different social media accounts and scale and grow on social media using AI tools that we've curated, all from the same dashboard. It's very nice. I use it personally. Thanks, Jose. I'm pretty sure this is AI music. Yeah, this is AI music. Yeah, road to 100K. Let's go. Yeah, if you guys haven't already joined the Discord, make sure you do so. Linux just dropped a link to it. Thank you, Linux. Yeah, let's actually see how many members are we at? We're at 1,252 members on Discord. That's crazy. Shout out to Deependra. Shout out to Primus. Shout out to Tsar Crypt. Let's go, guys. Yeah, the AI music now is like really, really good. It's going to the V1. You are looking at the V1 documentation. We are using the V2 docs. Yeah, each is responsible for a different task. So you kind of hand off a task to each one of them. Now that we have added the LinkedIn integration, I want you to create a page in and add it to the platforms dropdown. Oh, also guys, before I forget, we did make an update to like the credits model, and I need to make sure that I do change this. So if I go to credits and I go to buy credits, so we now just have the concept of like packs. All right, so we have a credit pack. we need to change this. I need to update my environment variables using Stripe, because this is not as intended. So let's change a couple things around. All right, hold up here. Review this page and the logic associated in the API with it. Yeah, I had to get approval for each API to get access to it. It's actually like a pretty tedious process, and we're still waiting to hear back from TikTok, which is one of the bigger APIs, obviously, one of the bigger platforms. Let me check. I mean, you know, TikTok is the hardest one to get verified for. Not necessarily out of, oh, like it's just really hard to get verified, but they take so long to hear back from them, depending on depending on the time of year. And I guess that we just got like unlucky with the time of the year, because I've been seeing this now. I mean, it's been 2 weeks now, and Brother Codes did say it would take about 3 to 4 weeks. Brother Codes has done this before, so you know, we're still saying, it still says this version of View Creator is in review. There may be a delay in the app review process due to a high volume of requests. We appreciate your patience as we work on reviewing your apps. So, you know, we're still dealing with that. Yeah, we had to do the screen recording of the app for Meta. But the thing about Meta, and how I would kind of say like, okay, this is easier, is because, for example, you know, in Meta, they got back to me within 2 days. You know, 2 days, you know, like that's crazy. Fix this error. That actually may still be working. What? I don't want this show. Also, guys, if you guys are watching, have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We're going to be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is going to be a legendary stream. You do not want to miss it. NS, that's right. NS is going to be on the stream. First name N, last name S. You guys know him. You guys have seen him in the chat. He was the first member of the BridgeMind community, and a long-time friend of mine, one of my closest friends. And tomorrow's stream is going to be crazy. You guys are actually going to get to see a little bit around, you know, the office here. We're going to be, you know, going around. We're going to be doing a cold plunge. It's going to be crazy. You guys even might get a piano recital from me. I mean, I don't know where the day will take us, but it's going to be legendary. That's all I can say. So you guys want to get in there at 11 a.m. I'm telling you, 11 a.m. You guys want to be there. And I need, like, we need this stream to go crazy, honestly. It's going to be a fun stream. I'm just excited for it. The energy will be high. I'm using Whisperflow. Yeah, Whisperflow for speech to text. Nice. Okay, it says try the video upload again. So apparently it's amplify video is what it is now. Alright, it's saying that it's going to work. Let's see. But also, we need to fix this. Oh, but this one's working on that, isn't it? Yeah, we have an issue here. Jose will replace you. Yeah, you'll definitely want to see the VOD. It is kind of, I will say, it is kind of fun to have like other people on the stream, because it is interesting because, you know, you'll come on the stream, and if you guys were here, like when my brother was on the stream, it is weird when, for example, you know, people aren't used to, obviously I've been doing this for a while now, so I'm like, I know the feel for it, right? But, you know, it'll be interesting to see NS on the stream and what he thinks about being like on live in front of like hundreds of thousands of people, you know? Because, hey, usually we have about over 100 concurrent watchers now at any given time. But then the VODs, like at the end of the day, like it gets like maybe 3,000 to 5,000 views based on like how the stream does or whatever the YouTube algorithm does with it, right? But it is interesting because I'm curious as to how NS will take it, because when last time that I streamed with NS, you know, it was on day 6 and it was like the very beginning of everything that we were doing. If you guys remember that, I know that Linux was here. Honestly, Linux I remember from day 6, and he may be like one of, I mean, obviously that's like just one person that comes to my mind. But like if you remember that day 6 stream, you know, we were in like an Airbnb, and that was the last time that you know, NS was on stream, and it had like just started, right? So he didn't know that I was gonna keep doing it, you know. He was like, dude, why are you live streaming? I was like, I don't know, man. So tomorrow will be really interesting because it'll be interesting to see, to just be with him and do the stream. It'll be fun. J35 said, hopefully we get to see your brother more in the future. Amazing guy. Yeah, my brother's a great guy. Thank you. Fix this error. Yeah, I'll probably buy ads at some point once we start to get more traction organically. Yeah, NS will find his way out of the woods, 100%. No, just look at the code's page. You don't have to use the player at MCP, just look at the code. Add section in the website. Maximento said, you deserve all the views and attention, bro. You represent a group of people pushing AI limits. Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're pushing it as hard as we can, you know? TR said, can I ask how Claude is fixing your code if it's not built into Cursor AI? Sorry if this is a simple question. I'm new to Vibe Code. Yeah, so I'm CD'd into that directory, and it's updating it in the directory. All right, clear the Next.js cache. Interesting. The cache issue? Yeah. Yeah, J35, thank you. Alright. Alright, so this agent here is working on like a pretty big task. So this agent is like, until this agent finishes, it's going to be hard to test other areas, but also this agent window is just kind of glitching out a little bit. That's weird. Is it done? No. What is going on with this agent? Oh my gosh. Can you get my Claude code? All right, so product, Okay, so I need to go to my EMV and update, make a couple updates here in my EMV. Also, okay, so we can't test that until we are finished updating this. So we'll have to wait for this one to finish. And then we'll be able to test the video functionality. Yeah, Keshar, join the Discord. All right, let's test this. Oh, I can't test it because we're still waiting on these updates. Data Personal Efficiency said, how do you have individual windows open for each agent? I've only used the cursor chat one thing at a time, never ran multiple agents. Yeah, you just can launch multiple instances and then you can put them and instruct them with different tasks. And that's usually my workflow. Make sure to give the Bridgewine merch to NS, yeah. All right, guys, so I do have to wait for this agent. Like, see this agent running? This agent has like a huge task that it's working on because it's kind of refactoring our approach for SSE. So I think this is a good place to stop for today for the stream, just because I have to this is going to be running for a while and I have to manage a bunch of things off stream before I push. So with that being said, guys, I am going to be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for day 95. Tomorrow's stream is going to be legendary. Don't miss it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Friday. And I'm really excited for tomorrow, guys. I will see you. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you.